wrestling bits. Subscribe now.
Phil Brooks is a blue-collar Chicago native, a hopeless romantic, and an avid dog lover. His love for the sport of professional wrestling brought him to AEW. This led to an increase in revenues while creating more jobs, like the job Bobby Fish did for him or the job Hangman Adam Page did for him. But that just wasn't enough for the jealous Young Bucks, who superkicked the door off its hinges during a CM Punk prayer circle and started a locker room insurrection. The Elite brutally attacked CM Punk and his best friend Ace Steel. Then they reportedly turned to Larry the Dog and triple superkicked his teeth right out of his mouth with their own bare feet. Stop animal abuse, stop the abuse of power, and stop the Elite. Vote CM Punk for AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Matt and Nick Jackson are good Christian boys and DIY entrepreneurs. They turned their dream into an enterprise, going from wrestling in their parents' backyard to starting their own national company, All Elite Wrestling. AEW has created jobs for several former WWE and MLW employees, including CM Punk, who bit the hand that fed him the first chance he got. After an all-elite meltdown, CM Punk and Ace Steel turned to violence, brutally assaulting the Young Bucks and striking Nick Jackson in the face with a steel chair. Eyewitness reports suggest Punk then unleashed a rabid dog on the Elite. The dog bit Kenny Omega so hard it lost its 2 front teeth. Workplace violence is never the answer, and Prop 2 will allow CM Punk to return to AEW as if nothing happened. Vote no on Prop 2.
Tony Khan's obsession with championship belts have negatively impacted Florida's once thriving dairy industry. With over 20 belts and counting in AEW, Tony Khan needs more dead cows to make these deadly leather straps. But now, the cow population has faltered, and the cows are dropping like the flies that love their feces. In 2023, AEW reportedly plans to launch a slaughterhouse just to keep up with the amount of belts they're making. Florida's declining cow population means fewer cheeseburgers and Happy Meals. And with baby formula already limited, dairy milk is next. Have you thought about where your baby's next meal will come from? Protect Tony Khan from himself. Save your children and save Florida's cows. Vote yes on Prop 2% to ban AEW from making any new championship belts.
Jade Cargill is a no-nonsense, undefeated TBS champion. With social media getting more toxic by the tweet, Cargill was one of many women to be bullied off the platform by overzealous wrestling trolls. Now Jade is fighting back with practical policies and incel reform that are tough on tweets. With Jade Cargill as Attorney General, she vows to deport as many as 10,000 incels, and toxic tweets are expected to decrease by as many as 50%. Reformed incels will be allowed back on South African Twitter with good behavior, and they'll be authorized to tweet 1 word per day. Vote Jade Cargill for Attorney General of Twitter before you get bullied off this platform next. Let's talk about today's sponsor, Let's Get Checked. Let's Get Checked makes professional health testing easy by letting you get tested without having to visit a healthcare provider. You can order a testing kit that will be delivered to you in discreet packaging. Once your sample arrives in the laboratory, confidential results will be available from your secure online account within 2 to 5 business days. These results are reviewed by a clinician, and a member of the Let's Get Checked nursing team may call you to review your results. I just ordered the Let's Get Checked testosterone testing kit, and I will let you know my results as soon as they are available so that the entire world knows how much of a man I really am. Or it could be, who knows? Let's Get Checked laboratories are CLIA approved and CAP accredited, which are the highest ranking levels of accreditation. So if you want to avoid an uncomfortable office visit and get tested at home, visit trylgc.com/pro-wrestling-bits for 25% off your test using the code WRESTLING25, also linked in my description.
Britt Baker is a wrestler, a dentist, and a former AEW Women's World Champion. When it was time to drop the title, Baker graciously laid down for Thunder Rosa inside a steel cage, making women's wrestling history.
But when it was time for Thunder Rosa to do the same, Thunder faked a back injury, hid in a bathroom and selfishly held on to her title for dear life. Eyewitness reports suggest Thunder Rosa was seen in a dojo going 45 minutes with Kazuchika Okada just moments after announcing the injury. Meanwhile, Britt Baker has wrestled with a bum leg, multiple broken noses, and a broken freak in the wrist. The AEW Women's Interim World title has ravaged the women's division and only added tension to the women's locker room, with current interim champion Toni Storm even calling Thunder Rosa out herself. Vote for a champion you can trust. Plus, don't you want Jamie Hayter to win that strap? Vote yes on Prop 23 to strip Thunder Rosa of the AEW Women's World title.
Thunder Rosa spent Spanish Heritage Month as the first Hispanic AEW Women's World Champion. Thunder Rosa busted open many barriers as a pioneer, a trailblazer, and the representation AEW needs. What people don't know is that Thunder Rosa wrestled the majority of her world title run with a fractured spine. Britt Baker supporters will have you believe that she faked the injury and lost her smile. Of course she lost her smile. You try smiling with a broken freaking back. Thunder Rosa fights for the little guy and has to navigate through the muddy waters of big tech, where she gets cyberbullied, big pharma without employee health insurance, and the ugly politics of big wrestling. Stand up for underdogs everywhere and keep the strap on Thunder Rosa. Vote no on Prop 23.
Andrade, El Idolo, is an international superstar who came to the AEW looking for an opportunity to live the American dream. Now, our hero has been forced to compete in a dangerous working environment, one where he is imprisoned by his contract. Sammy Guevara was in a physical altercation with Eddie Kingston. Then, he brutally tweeted about Andrade before ambushing El Idolo backstage and convincing Tony Khan to send Andrade home. In 2022, AEW's locker room has had a 56% increase in dognapping and backstage violence. Is anybody safe? Is your family safe? Vote yes on Measure 86 to release Andrade from his AEW contract and free Idolo.
Prop 24 will turn MJF heel, which means more main events against top babyfaces, better promos, and less pandering. As a heel, MJF is a 3-time Dynamite Diamond Ring winner and won this year's Casino Battle Royale chip. MJF pretended to be a babyface by palling around with Cody Rhodes, then he turned heel. He became vulnerable in a promo with CM Punk about how he was bullied, then he turned heel. He was a babyface in Buffalo by wearing a Bills jersey, then he turned heel like 5 minutes later. Now he wants you to believe that he's a babyface after paying all his